Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 16th to May 22nd, 2022. This is a general reading, so feel free to take whatever resonates and leave behind for others what does not. To get a deeper view into your week, be sure to check out readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs. This week is kicked off by a super flower moon in Scorpio that, when passing through the Earth's shadow, will be a total lunar eclipse, blood moon. So the intensified supermoon may really stir some sudden changes, with the eclipse exposing what's hidden. So in this first row over here, we look at what is undergoing transformation in your life. You have Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. You have the Strength card, Nine of Wands, Page of Cups. In this middle column, we look at discovering what's hidden. You have Unmarked Trail, Revelation. Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords. And in this last column, we have advice from your future self. It says, Desert Passage, trust there's a divine plan. You have the Chariot, Five of Wands, Nine of Pentacles here. So, seems, I'm trying to see here, this unmarked trail, this revelation here, and this desert passage. It's almost as if this new passage forward is part of what is hidden, that's revealed, and might feel that there's not a lot of things going on during your journey, but there's more than meets the eye. So in this undergoing transformation, Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. The Strength card, Nine of Wands, Page of Cups. It seems here that, Taurus, there is a call for you to really recognize certain aspects of yourself that perhaps you haven't fully embraced before. The Strength card really does call for you to recognize your light and your dark, your positive and negative characteristics, and embrace all of them, kind of recognizing that you need both. You need the light and the dark. You need to be able to identify your tender, your gentle, as well as your aggressive and passionate, so that when need be, you can get the courage together to actually move forward and face new things. And with the Nine of Wands, it could be that you have been just doing things the same way and really draining your energy. And here with the Page of Cups, it's almost as if it's calling for you to look at the situation with a fresh set of eyes, with creativity, with imagination, and pursue your dreams a little bit. And it seems like if you are kind of doing things the same way that you have been doing it, maybe there's certain aspects of yourself that you haven't really embraced or explored, or maybe you've thought, oh, I'm not a creative person, but every moment we're creating, we're constantly doing something new. And we're constantly inspired by the world around us, what we say, you know, how we move, what we eat. That's us using our imagination. And it could be that you almost had set up limitations for yourself um, in what you could accomplish. So, here with this dreaming the world into being, I think it's kind of the transformation here. What's undergoing transformation is your um, acceptance of how things are, how your surroundings are or have been, without really seeing the potential. And you're going to start seeing that potential. So let's take a look at the strength card over here. You have the Sun. So it's definitely a sense of possibly even joy, a sense of innocence, because what I'm envisioning right now when I look at this card is the traditional Sun card, and there's a nude child uh, on a horse, smiling with open arms, and the white horse indicates a sense of purity. The child has, you know, it's almost like the Fool, where they are opening their arms to experiencing life. And there's a sense of innocence. Things aren't yet tainted yet. There is no limitations of what that child can do. So it seems that looking at all the different characteristics that you have, even the voice that might be a naysayer, you know, every now and then a naysayer voice comes in handy. You know, oh, you might not want that 12th cupcake today. Okay, that makes sense. But when the naysayer kind of is like, no, you shouldn't really apply for that job. You obviously, they're not looking for people like you. Like, you can just say, hey, naysayer, thanks for, speaking up, but I got it for, for this one. So definitely a sense of even having the courage to look at the different aspects of yourself that might be a little bit, rigid. So let's look at the Nine of Wands. You have the Ace of Swords. So to me, it's a sense of, you start looking at the different characteristics, different qualities that you have, start seeing where you are kind of draining your energy, spinning your wheels, and getting a sense of clarity for that. So let's take a look at the Page of Cups. And a sense of clarity and vision, imagination. And you have the Knight of Wands. So here, the lizard spirit, you could think of this dreaming a world into being. You've got this fish jumping out of the cup here, and the Knight of Wands, I believe, is like a salamander that is associated with the wand suit that's on their cloak. It's a sense of really sensing that passion within you to start doing things differently, to start pursuing your passions, your goals, and possibly even romance. So in the discovering what's hidden, this unmarked trail revelations, the Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords. Page of Wands is definitely curious, looking at the world through the eyes of a child. So you have the Page of Cups, Page of Wands. This is absolutely a sense of new imagination, new creativity, and really wanting to express yourself and explore potential, like without limits. And the Knight of Swords is a truth seeker. They rush in. They don't necessarily have a plan of action, or maybe they have a plan of action but don't see it through all the way. But the motivation is to pursue truth, to kind of fight whatever ogres or monsters are lurking in the dark, and just ready for that. With the Ten of Swords, it's kind of hitting rock bottom and recognizing that, something is just done and over with, and there's a new dawn ahead. Something new is going to really be a guiding light for you. So let's take a look at this Page of Wands. You have the Seven of Swords. So this can be like a liar, stealer, cheater kind of card. It also can be a sense of imposter syndrome. So, it could be that you're feeling, if you try something new, you try what you want, you could be kind of like looking like a fool, trying to be someone you're not. But it's almost as if you're not like you're fooling yourself, not even trying to look at this. So if you're just waiting around for the perfect time to make a change, then it's almost like you're maybe even lying to yourself about how this is done. And really, you need to kind of get out of your comfort zone of just these limiting beliefs, and go on this knight's journey of fighting the ogres, and try something a little bit different. You might need to make choices that may like bite you in the butt, or maybe you have. But really, it's all part of your journey. And it seems like you need almost a way to know who is the one not to trust. Is it your inner voice telling you what you can't do? Is it other people out there in the world that you're afraid to trust? Basically, it's a sense of, you probably already want to go on this journey with these, pages and these knights, but you're holding yourself back. And really, if you follow your internal voice, your desire, then the road you need to take is possibly going to be revealed. So let's take a look at the Knight of Swords here. You have the Knight of Swords. So definitely, it's as if the universe is like, you need to face your demons, your monsters head on. Let's see what this Ten of Swords is. And perhaps, this Ten of Swords is like you having overanalyzed something to death, where it's just like there's just nothing left. You have the Eight of Pentacles, which is definitely a sense of working on something with like your heart and soul invested in something. Um, so to some degree, this might be related to like leaving a job, pursuing um, like a new career or move, something along those lines. But what's hidden is just your perhaps honesty with yourself on what it is that you truly want and not allowing yourself to pursue to some degree. So let's take a look at this desert passage. Trust there is a divine plan. You know, the Chariot, Five of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. The Chariot is about setting out on a journey and really knowing what the goal and the destination is and dealing with any opposing forces that show up along the way. You know, with the Five of Wands, it is a sense of, uh, you know, conflict, instability. There's not a clear concept of everyone being on the same page. And based on this desert passage, trust there's a divine plan. It could be just there's minor annoyances along the way. That it's not just, okay, I'm doing this thing that I kind of wanted to do and everything's great. I think there's going to be you know, bumps in the road, but the Chariot is about, you know, being having the experience to really know the best plan of action, the road to take. The traditional Chariot card, the person has like shoulder plates. One's a happy face, one's a sad face. And it's a sense of really having experienced those emotions and understanding the benefits and consequences of this journey. So here with the Nine of Pentacles, it is the rewards of hard work that you've done that you're actually getting to enjoy. So if you don't, you know, you start going on this journey and you're getting bumps in the road, trust there's a, you know, a divine plan that will actually get you to accomplish your dreams. Don't start going back to any like limiting beliefs. Um, so let's take a look at the Chariot. You have the Three of Pentacles. So, you know, along the way, if you need help, you need to find a trusty sidekick. You need a horse that can go days without water. Definitely, there are, you know, there are people or resources available to you to help you accomplish what you want to accomplish. You know, there's online tutorials, there's templates, it's, if you are reinventing the wheel, even, there's diagrams of wheels that you can see have been used in the past and failed, succeeded, things like that. So let's look at the Five of Wands. You have the Seven of Pentacles, which is a sense of having invested in something and not getting what you expected right away. The Seven of Pentacles is definitely about knowing that if you have pursued something with your best and highest good in mind, pursuing it with your heart, then trust that the rewards will be reached in the long term. And here at the Nine of Pentacles, it indicates that it will be. So if you have certain expectations, to a certain degree, those are themselves limiting. So allow yourself to invest in what you are driven by, and don't have certain expectations. Don't fool yourself into thinking things are going to be a certain way. Just be open, like these pages, to experience whatever, life kind of brings you. And let's look at the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Cups. And this just seems to be a sense of walking away from what isn't serving your best and highest good. And over here with the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, it seems like it's this clarity of, looking at what your characteristics are and seeing what it is you are suppressing, what you are lifting up to the surface, and how you, can bring things out of the darkness and embrace them to help you pursue your dreams. It seems that you're going to have to walk away from something that isn't serving you, possibly in respect to, something you have been working on, maybe a job, maybe a certain career path that really it's just not gonna, if you keep going the route you're going, you're not going to get that satisfaction. But here, if you go the route of pursuing your dreams and pursuing that path that might have been hidden from you, recognize there might be some bumps in the road, but you will get what it is that you want, which is a sense of, independence, security, enjoying life, the ability to take care of yourself, to take care of others, and then some. So I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of your week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.